Good evening, everyone. Fabian will answer any English questions in English and German in German, and then translation will come simultaneously through the headsets. Start with you, Keith, when you're ready.
Fabian, how are you feeling after the weekend? It's obviously been an intense time for the players. I know you had the rest at Old Trafford last week, but how are you feeling physically and mentally, and what is a very small squad just now given the amount of injuries that there are?
Yeah, I'm feeling good actually. Obviously, a win always helps. I think special winning against like a top team gives you a boost in the confidence, and obviously over the last few weeks I think the team does really well. Everyone who steps in the team performing on a high level, and I know we have a few injuries, but really proud of the team and the quality we have, so I'm looking forward for tomorrow.
The manager was just telling us a moment ago about Dan, the fact that he's going to be out for a few months with his back injury. For someone who plays alongside him, you've got to know him very well over the last few months, the last year or so, sorry. How big a blow is that for you guys as a team?
Yeah, big blow to be fair. Obviously Dan is so important for us. He's been brilliant, and obviously not just on the pitch, also off the pitch. Another blow in terms of injuries, but now there is time for other players to step up, and obviously I'm really confident in the team, and
Just finally from me, what are your experiences of playing here at the stadium?
Well, the game I played, we lost, so not great to be fair. No, I mean the stadium I know, and is going to be very tough for Newcastle tomorrow. It's like when we play home, obviously the crowd giving us so much, so it's going to be the same for them tomorrow. But we have to focus on ourselves and just forget the noise and what's going around us, and then just focus on our performance.
Reza?
Hi, Fabian. What has it been like over the last few weeks to play alongside Jamaal Lascelles again at centre-back?
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant to be fair. He's stepping in and he's performing on a really high level. So I'm really happy for him as well, because obviously before he wasn't probably easy not playing too much. I know how it is. I was in similar situations maybe, and but he's so professional and obviously a great character off the pitch as well, and I think he performed really well. So I'm really happy for him.
His injury has meant that you've moved from the right of central defence to the left. How comfortable are you with that positional change?
Well, it's going all right to be fair. Maybe it's a bit different when you play the first game, but now I've been on that position a few games, so it's not a big problem, not too big difference if you play on the left and the right. So yeah, I'm really confident.
Scott and then Chris.
Hi, Fabian. There's been a lot said over the last few years about money that Newcastle have spent and things, but if you look at the team that played at the weekend, Jamaal, yourself, Sean, Callum, Jacob before he went off, I mean, you've got players there who have gone on this entire journey with Newcastle. What do you think it says about you as a group? And just talk a little bit about the kind of journey that group of players has been on with Newcastle.
Well, I think it's just improvement from not just the club, also every individual. I mean, since the last 2 years, we've been on a brilliant journey, to be fair, and everyone stepped up. I think the togetherness we have in the squad, I've never had this in my career before. It's unbelievable. So I'm just really happy to be part of it, and I think that's the same for many other players. So we just try to fight for each other, and I think we've been so so much better and so much improvement over the last few years. That's just great to see.
And how much praise do you think that Eddie and the rest of the coaching staff need for that? Because at various stages, a number of that group have kind of been written off. You know, are they going to be sold? Are they ever going to make it in Newcastle? And yet here you are playing Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League.
Yeah, obviously he's, I would say, the main character or the managers. They've done unbelievable. They just made it possible, the way they coaching, the way they put this group together, the togetherness we are in now. I think that's huge praise for them, and obviously I speak for myself, but I wouldn't be in that position possibly without him. So I'm just really thankful for him, and obviously the club that they brought him in. And I think, I just try to give everything back what I can do, and just leave the heart on the pitch.
Chris?
Hi, Fabian. I mean, obviously you played European football earlier in your career, but when you signed for Newcastle, did you envisage yourself playing in the Champions League with the club, given where they were at the time?
Probably not, no, to be honest, but at that stage, I wouldn't even think about it. It was different times. Also, the years I played, like the first 3 or 4 years in Newcastle, were like almost more or less you play against relegation, which is obviously very different. And that's, I think, makes it even better for myself to still be at this club which I love so much, and now playing Champions League and having these good times over the last few years, and I'm just enjoying the moment.
You mentioned how much you love the club. I mean, obviously you've said before you had some tough times when you weren't in the team. Where does this stage in your career rank in terms of enjoyment and just fulfilment in the way that you're playing?
Yes, definitely best time of my career, to be honest. You're playing in the best league. You're playing for myself where I feel really comfortable. I feel like second home. I've said a few times. Been here now over 5 years, so I feel really confident, and obviously the city and the club, they gave me a lot, and I just want to give something back, and just see the enjoyment also for the fans, and the good times they have. I think they really deserve it, and I'm just really thankful for that.
Craig, and then Lee.
Fabian, obviously the night against Paris Saint-Germain was arguably the highest point of your career at Newcastle. You then go into the Dortmund game, and it's totally the opposite. Not for you personally, I mean, as a team, that's a reminder of how difficult this competition is. And can you just compare the two nights, from the high of Paris to the low of Dortmund, and what happened there?
Well, it's Champions League. We have a very tough group. Obviously, against Paris, I think was probably one of our best games and performances. And then you see what St. James Park can do as well. So I just want to see this picture, because that's where we want to be, and the level we want to be game by game. Obviously, you can't reach it maybe all the time, but that's the process we are in, and obviously we can learn a lot from the Dortmund game, and then do it better next time.
And on Saturday we saw a different side to you guys, a nastier side perhaps at times. Do you guys enjoy playing like that, playing hard when you have to?
I enjoy to play whatever it takes to win a game, you know. Sometimes it's what needed. A game can go different ways, and I think we know what we need to do, and sometimes it's not, obviously, you play unbelievable nice football. Maybe sometimes you have games like Saturday where are really tight, and like details, and like a lot of fouls, I would say, and then like things off the pitch as well, which I don't really care, because at the end it's just 3 points what matters, and obviously we were really happy to have to keep them in Newcastle.
You played in Newcastle when they had 5 at the back, parking the bus in relegation battles, but now the team's playing a much more attacking style, which obviously you enjoy. How much happier as a person does that make you on a day-to-day basis, knowing you're going to play this good, entertaining football?
Well, it's the most entertainment for me is good results, and obviously we have better results now than we had a few years ago. So I don't really care how we get a win or how you play. Like I said, on Saturday wasn't probably our best game, but we won, and it was like perfect for us, you know. So I'm just enjoying being in the team, like I said, and obviously the way we've been through and where we came and where we are now is just really nice to see, and obviously I want to continue like that.
You obviously always wanted to stay at the club, but did it come to a point where you thought you might have to leave the club? There was a time when your contract situation was in the air, wasn't it?
Well, obviously there was time where I was thinking what's going to happen, because I was in a difficult situation. I wasn't sure if the club is still here for me or they still want me, to be fair. But as soon as the new manager Eddie walked in, I thought that's my chance. I kind of knew him before, so since that everything has changed, and I'm just really glad for that moment. Yeah.
Would you complain if you finished your career as a Newcastle player?
Complain? No. I mean, I would love to be fair.
Thanks, Lee. So we'll go Dom, Martin, and then Oscar to finish, please.
Been just on the same subject, you signed a 2-year contract at the club a year and a half ago. Just what's the current situation on that, and how keen, as you say, would you be to extend that stay?
Well, you just said what the situation is, and I said how much I love the club, how much I want to be here. So I think that I don't have to say anything else.
Martin?
Fabian, you've beaten Manchester United, Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal. How great is the desire of the players to keep doing that?
Because as a footballer, you want to win games, and obviously we want to achieve things, and I think we've seen last year what's possible, and for that you have to beat the best teams in the world, and especially also now when I speak for tomorrow, this group is so tough, so you have to compete against the best teams and win games, and that's why you play football.
And we all saw how tough it was on Saturday. Do you think other teams in England have been unsettled or unhappy at the rise of Newcastle at the minute?
I don't know, and I don't really care, to be honest. It's just I'm not thinking what other people or clubs think about us. I just try to achieve the best possible thing for Newcastle as a club, and I think we're doing quite well, and just focusing on that.
And finally, can I just ask, what are players' thoughts on VAR at the minute, because there's so much controversy? Do the players talk about it, and what are their thoughts?
I think the media speak more than us players, to be fair. So I know it's a lot of things going on, decision which people have different opinions and stuff like this. But as a player, you're on the pitch and want to play football, and you can't really change anything, you know. So I think for ourselves, it's best just to focus on the game and forget the rest. Obviously, sometimes you have decisions where you're not happy with, but there's nothing you really can do. So forget it and just focus on football.
And Oscar to finish off, please.
You've alluded to the tough times you had here before Eddie came in, and you're out of the side considering your future. Here you are on the eve of a huge Champions League game. Have you proved the former manager wrong?
I don't know. Well, you have to ask him. I think I've I had 2 great years now under Eddie. Performed on the highest level. I think I improved as well a lot under Eddie. He made me a better player, and obviously when the team is doing well, it's easier as a player as well to improve. And I'm just happy to see the way the club has been and where I was as well and where it's now.
Perception that maybe you couldn't play in a back four. I mean, what did you make of that at the time? Are you able to laugh now at those?
I don't know who said that.
There was this idea potentially under the previous manager that you are comfortable in the back four.
Yeah, well, I feel quite comfortable in the back four. So, you know.
Before, did you say you'd had? Did you say before he joined the club? Did you say a moment ago you'd had dealings with Eddie before?
Yeah, we had contact before when he was manager at Bournemouth. Yeah, a few years ago. Yeah.
Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.